Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Command and Conquer Tiberium Dawn Remastered as we continue with the covert operations. So today, Infiltrated. Mission briefing. Infiltration. NOD has breached our base in Eastern Sudan and has begun taking it over. Recapture the base and reestablish our military dominance in the area. Alright, so I'm actually going to run this the other way so I can actually have time to react. We can see, just seeing down here, it looks like some NOD flamethrowers are attacking our infantry, so they're about to die. We got some engineers and a damaged APC in here. So things are not looking good.
Our base is under attack.
Alright. You want to go for that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so one of the flamethrowers killed themselves. Ah, they all went for that. Alright.
Lost.
Focus fire.
Yes, sir. Unit. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There we go.
Not a problem. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir.
Hold on. Alright, now I feel comfortable enough to bring the game speed back up. And let's rebuild that refinery real quickly.
Yes, sir.
And we can... Okay, we do have plenty of money still.
Lost.
Yes. Yes.
Alright, you can... There we go.
Unit lost.
Alright, and you guys can come over here and help.
Construction complete.
Let's get...
Building. On
Actually, let's
hold.
get a repair facility.
Cancelled. Building.
We'll need that.
Yes, sir.
I do know, because I noticed all these covert operations are actually really hard. Okay, so we do have a harvester here. I have seen that apparently NOD will build up. Yep, there it is.
Vehicle reporting.
Building.
NOD will build inside your base, which is really annoying. Okay, we got...
Building.
We're probably going to lose a harvester. That's fine, since we did get an extra one.
Unit ready.
All right.
Building.
Oh, this fight against him is actually going better than I thought it would.
On hold. Cancelled. Construction complete.
No, Roger.
Crap. All right.
Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna have to be tactical here.
Cancelled.
What do I need? I need an advanced comm center. I'm not willing to spend money on that yet. So I think for now we're just gonna build a sandbag,
Construction complete.
and then we'll build the
Building.
repair facility.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Roger.
Construction complete.
All right, we can send this tank out to engage.
Our base is under attack.
Oh boy. All right, we'll get to that, but I think we're gonna need a lot more tanks here.
Repairing.
And at this point, yeah.
Waiting orders. Yes, moving out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Unit report. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Got it.
Okay, you can help, dude. There we go.
Repairing.
Guard facility. Well, let's get that
Building.
the repair facility up first,
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Vehicle reporting.
and that's why.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, acknowledge.
Unit
Yes,
lost.
affirmative.
Come on, come on,
Moving out.
run him the fuck over.
Acknowledge. Moving out. Acknowledge.
There we go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving
All right, we got him. All right, we're kind of, sort of starting to stabilize, but we'll see. We really need this repair facility.
Insufficient
At least it
funds.
seems like there's plenty of Tiberium,
Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
so
Moving
we don't have to worry too much about like
out. Unit
you. Just pull from here. Oh, that's actually a little rotor sign. Well, that's interesting. I didn't even see what he was shooting at. Like, it was right on the edge of the of the map there, as far as I could tell, at least.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
All right, they got more engineers trying to come in. So Nod really wants this base out of their hair, apparently. All right. We got our harvester back. I am very glad they started us off at the weapons factory. It would have been kind of rough to take on all that armor with just and with some plenty of credits too. It would have been kind of rough taking it all out with
New construction options.
fuck it.
Structure sold. Building.
All right, now we can build a
Moving out.
what the hell is that noise? Sounded like a rattlesnake. I want to say what's the game because it was like exclusively in my right ear, but
Construction complete. Repairing.
really, does that
Cancel.
not count as?
Building. Construction complete.
Oh, for whatever reason, this doesn't count as my wall. That's interesting.
Moving out.
All right.
Unit reporting.
Well, we do know there are stealth tanks out there, so we gotta
Cancelled.
be wary of that. Let's see. Oh, we do have an advanced guard tower.
Building.
2 credits shy of
Yes, affirmative. Acknowledge.
a full load out there, but
Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out.
all right. So
Acknowledge.
let's start doing some exploring.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Moving out. Moving out.
Actually, before I put that up, let's build another refinery
Cancelled.
so we can get money in a little bit faster.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Insufficient funds.
Yeah, because that's gonna get real annoying,
Moving out.
especially if
Acknowledge.
we're gonna have to build up a strike force. But at least
Moving out.
so far,
Moving out.
it seems like their counter strikes have been pretty
Moving out.
light so
Moving
far.
out. Affirmative.
We'll see if that remains the case, but
Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative.
all right. Now this one we're gonna have to put out. We don't have to put it outside the walls.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Moving out.
We could probably still fit it in here. It'll be a little cramped in these walls,
Affirmative.
which is why I'm gonna have him.
Unit affirmative.
Excuse me. I'll have him destroy that wall segment.
Affirmative.
But no, we got lots of
Yes, sir.
Tiberium. Granted, only this field has a blossom tree, so it's not like they regenerate.
Unit report. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Moving out.
There we go.
Unit moving out.
The pieces, you say?
Construction complete.
Oh, yeah, I can fit it in here. Just barely.
Acknowledge. Moving out. Right away, sir. You got it.
All right. We're good on power for now.
Reporting. Right away,
Actually,
sir.
let's have you take that wall segment out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Trying to think what I want here. 200 power. You know
base
what?
is
Let
under
us
attack.
get the
Building.
another advanced power plant, just so we have, because we probably will need 2 more with all the helipads I want. But this way,
Acknowledge.
you know, then we have the overhead right away.
Moving out.
We can start charging up the ion cannon. Ooh, wow. We got an amphibious tank, apparently.
Moving out. Unit reporting. Affirmative.
Alright.
Affirmative.
And actually, I do want to get a light scout
Building.
here, just to start.
Insufficient funds.
I kind of don't like running around scouting with all these tanks. I'd like to,
Moving out.
if I have to lose a unit for scouting, I'd rather it be Humvee
Repair.
rather than, you know, an Abrams, so.
Construction
Yes,
complete.
affirmative.
Alright, advanced power plants. Sure, we'll pop you there, why not? Now we're gonna
Building.
start investing into this advanced comm center.
Moving out. Affirmative.
Get ion cannon functionality in here, and then we'll show those naughties who they're messing with.
Construction complete.
There we go.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Oh, is he running through the Tiberium?
Moving out.
Squish.
Affirmative.
I think he is.
Yes, sir.
Let's bring these guys back down here. We've left our base without armor for too long as it is.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Moving out.
Good thing they don't have stealth APCs, although I think they might kind of get that in
Unit reporting.
whatchamacallit, Tiberian Sun.
Moving out.
Not a huge map either. We already kind of have most of it explored.
Moving out.
All right, let's see. I assume they're coming from the northeast corner,
Moving out.
just
Affirmative.
based
Moving
off
out.
of
Acknowledge.
where those
Moving
engineers are coming from.
Moving out.
Okay, that must be a map effect, because I'm hearing the rattlesnake again.
Moving out. Moving out. Moving out.
All right, so 1,400. So we need a couple
Moving
more
out.
loads of Tiberium until we're making that a
Moving
reality. Much as I would love to destroy their harvester right now, I just don't have the resources.
Unit reporting.
Like I might be able to destroy the harvester. Maybe not in one go, but maybe 2 or 3. But then it's dealing with the inevitable. They have helicopters?
Unit moving out. Moving out.
That'll be.
Moving out. Affirmative.
They have MLRS units too?
Unit lost.
Holy shit. Well, now we got an idea of what we're dealing with.
Insufficient
Yeah.
funds.
So let's see. They might have their airbase pretty close being blocked in, but yeah, all this artillery and stuff, not a fan. So we'll probably build our helipad outside the base just so we have that room, although that does mean I will need to devote resources for anti-infantry stuff until yeah, well, yeah, no, I can do is if I plan it out, build the 4th one first, then build the guard tower, and then build the next guard tower, and then I should be able to focus on building the
Repairing.
rest. Get that repaired. We got flame tanks coming in.
Moving out. Right away, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Yes, sir.
All right, boys. Give them what for?
Waiting. Moving out. Yes, sir.
All right, now pull back a little bit.
Yes, sir.
I kind of want the guard tower to
Yes, sir.
participate.
Yes, sir.
There we go. I don't want them to attack the guard tower because they'll be really good at knocking it out.
Construction complete.
But
The base is under attack.
we'll pop you there.
Iron cannon charging. New construction options.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
And now get an advanced
Building.
guard tower. We'll lay down one of those just to provide a little extra support for this
Repairing.
watchtower, in case they go all in on like a vehicular attack. And then I'll start building my helipad strike because you know how much I love orcas and just aerial units in general.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
All right. Didn't do too much damage to us, though. We can rebuild pretty easily here.
Repairing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Acknowledged.
Now we're already repaired. Yeah, I definitely don't want to deal with the MLRS units. I know we haven't had great
Construction
luck with
complete.
them when I've tried to use them, but I have a feeling
Building.
the AI probably can maximize them a lot better than
Insufficient
I can.
funds.
So I would rather just not deal with that.
Ready. Affirmative. Moving out. Affirmative.
All right. 15. Yeah, maybe one more advanced power plant, just because with the extra guard towers and the helipads, we might end up running up close to this, because we're looking at 80 power, so that's 525 plus maybe 545, 585, yeah. But that can be a pretty low priority. It just means that at least it doesn't, at least from what we can see, it doesn't seem like they have a Temple of Nod, so we might not have to worry about nukes, which would be a nice change of pace. But it's low priority, but I would like another advanced power plant just to have some a little bit of overhead in case we take damage, because damage does reduce the output capacity of the power plant, which I kind of appreciate. I think in the newer Command and Conquer games it doesn't. It's all or
Construction
nothing.
complete.
Really? Oh yeah, I suppose.
Yes. Acknowledged.
I know what's going on here.
Affirmative.
All right.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
So because the wall is considered an, I don't know why that is. That seems like a bug almost, but you know, if you made them just GDI, if I didn't want them, I could sell them. Instead, I have to destroy them. Yeah, because I can't sell them there. So I guess we'll be getting rid of this wall completely.
New construction options.
Unit moving out. Acknowledged. Moving out.
Building.
Yeah, start on the next one, I guess.
Yes, sir.
So I won't be able to do quite what I wanted to, because I'm going to have to destroy this wall, build eastward, and then build the guard towers. Ooh, that actually might disrupt my whole
Construction
layout.
complete.
Vehicle acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
No.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
This does mean we're going to have to be a little more, we're going to need more,
Acknowledged.
basically more guard tower coverage, just so that way the engineers don't try to like sneak through the gaps that we're opening up here.
Acknowledged.
Repairing. Building. Building.
There, we'll build 5 minigunners to serve as like a little mobile anti-engineer detachment until I'm ready to throw up the guard towers. Let's see, ion cannon charging still. Wouldn't mind knocking out power to their base. All right.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Start moving these guys out.
Unit ready.
Reporting.
And again, that advanced guard tower is doing pretty well at killing engineers all on its own.
Unit ready.
Waiting orders.
Building. Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Roger.
All right, what do they
Building.
got? They got an MLRS unit coming out, so
Reporting. Roger.
we're gonna go and meet that. Because I have a feeling they can get those guys to fire exactly from their maximum range, which I would assume would be greater than two-based artillery, but
Base is under
that we normally see Nod using.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
construction complete.
There we go.
Reporting. Moving out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No.
And another
Building.
helipad.
Reporting. Affirmative. You got it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Waiting. You got it. Yes, sir. Affirmative. No. Affirmative.
There we go.
Affirmative. Unit.
All right, let's get you on the repair pad.
Affirmative.
And yeah, let's gun him now.
Yes, sir.
Insufficient
No.
funds.
Reporting. Affirmative.
There we go.
You got it. Waiting orders.
Yeah, I was a little nervous there. That's why I wanted these guys, just in case. If they got smart and came straight down here, they would avoid our guard tower
Repairing.
completely. So
Ion cannon ready.
cool.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Repairing.
Acknowledged.
let's see if we can make them open up for a SAM site.
Yes, sir.
We'll take a little bit of damage, but we can start working our way on those, and it'll give me a good opportunity to see what they
Select.
rebuild here.
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow, we lost one.
Charging. Unit lost.
We lost two. I guess that's understandable with how dense they are. We got a little bit better
Yes, sir.
intel on their base now.
Acknowledged.
Two
Building.
replacement orcas.
On
Honestly,
hold.
what I'm going to do is build
Cancel.
another refinery just because
Repairing.
we are using a
Unit
lot
moving
of.
out.
We need a lot of money.
Unit reporting. Yes, sir.
I mean, don't we all, but. All right, more flame tanks coming in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Refinery
Building.
here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Base is under attack.
All right. Guard towers are proving their
Yes,
worth.
sir. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Moving out. Yes, sir.
And now
Yes, sir. Ready and waiting.
you stay away from my infantry.
Yes, sir.
All right, they're going for the guard towers.
Repairing.
Affirmative.
Repairing.
Waiting order.
Repairing.
Moving out.
There we go.
Repairing.
Now we can throw down
Building.
two orcas.
Unit
Throw you back onto the repair pad. Actually, before
On
we get
hold.
those, let's finish our refinery.
Cancelled. Repairing.
And of course, we're just short. Curse you, repairs. Attack helicopter. Enemy vehicle, enemy vehicle. I wonder if it shows that. That'll be interesting
Insufficient
if,
funds.
like when we're playing as Nod and the GDI as orcas, because like here we always get just generic enemy vehicle, enemy soldier, and then this says attack helicopter. So I wonder if they'll just classify the orcas as attack helicopter. Yeah, enemy structure. So you gotta read the manual and kind of know their tech tree as well as yours. Otherwise, you won't have any idea what you're dealing with. Which normally,
Yes, sir.
I mean, you kind of need that in any extent, but normally they modern games will tell you, oh, that's an enemy refinery, that's an enemy hand and knot, that's an enemy light tank. So, oh, this does have a blossom tree. I missed it earlier. Actually, I know that one south had one. You have one, and then they have one there. I guess this field would be the only, this one and this one are the only ones without the blossom tree. I know this one might be a little bit closer to our base, but I kind of want to leave it there because when they do send the engineers, it damages them because the AI is stupid. So, you know, it makes my job a little bit easier. All right, now let's bring in the orcas here.
Unit acknowledged. Yes, sir.
And then we'll repair our tanks here. And yeah, throw me down another helipad too. And at this point, yeah, I think we're safe enough.
Repairing.
Let's get some speed in here. Okay, okay, it's just their cargo plane. They're ordering more stuff for our assault. Or their assault, rather.
Repairing. Construction complete.
Unit, yes, sir.
Building.
Yes. Yes.
There we go.
Awaiting order. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Oh, okay, so these two are still repaired.
Affirmative.
That works for me. And now let's get some more Tiberium in here.
Repairing. Repairing.
Actually, how much? Not quite enough.
Repairing.
There we go.
Yes, sir.
Repairing. Repairing. Construction complete.
All right. Let's get.
Yes, sir.
Ion cannon ready.
Unit moving out.
Are they repairing? No. What the fuck are these? That's new.
Ready and waiting. Got it.
Lost.
Ow. All right. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. It froze for a second. It's like, what the fuck? Are we going to crash? I hope not.
Got it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It does seem like they are not rebuilding, curiously enough. So they got to have a construction yard because they kept building that turret, but...
Select target. Ion
Moving out.
cannon charging.
Affirmative.
All right, come on back. Come on back.
Moving out.
All right,
Repair.
repair these. Let's get a guard tower real
Building.
quick.
Yes, sir.
And we'll repair you.
Repairing.
Waiting orders. Moving out. Yes, sir. Yes, moving out.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
There we go.
Unit report. Unit report. Yes. Unit. Yes, sir. Yes. Moving out.
Base is under attack.
Yes, affirmative. Yes, moving out. Yes, sir.
Repairing.
Unit moving out.
And we didn't even lose all our orcas this time. So these guys will be tougher nuts to crack. I'm going to have to go north and then come in from the west. Otherwise, if I try to fly over here, all these missile units are going to just blow up my orcas. Let's see here.
Unit yes, affirmative. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Advanced power plant.
Building.
We'll grab one of those.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Moving out. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes. Moving out.
And that should hopefully power the rest of the expansion that I want to do.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Construction complete.
All right. And then I do want
Building.
one guard tower down here, just in case the AI were be smart enough to go through like
Repairing.
that path. I don't think they are, but you can never be too careful. And sir, I do know in the newer games they do get a lot smarter.
Moving out. Right away, sir.
Construction
I've seen
complete.
the AI. Normally the AI doesn't do anything
Repairing.
with engineers, but in like Command and Conquer 3, Tiberium Wars, they actually do use engineers, and there's even there's multiple types, like the turtle, the rusher, and there's one built around rushing engineers, and like, God, is that personality annoying.
Building.
All right, one more guard tower, then we can, I kind of want to get back to building over here and building that up. And
Construction complete.
there we go. So now those guys are safe. We can build more helipads.
Yes.
Eventually, I would like to, like, if I were to do teams of 2, we could probably knock some of these guys
Construction
out before they give us too much trouble.
Building.
I saw my resources counting down, even though I was pretty sure I wasn't building or repairing anything, so I was just a little curious on that.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir.
Alright, unfortunately they are clearing that Tiberium field out, but the time of reckoning will soon be at the commandos now. Oh, they're changing their strategy. That's interesting. Now I'm very grateful I'm being conservative and building guard towers and stuff, but at the same time, once we get the airstrike, assuming these are the only 4 SAM sites on the map, which is not guaranteed, but if they are, then we're going to be in a pretty good position
Building.
once the airstrike comes in, because we can basically just wipe out inside their base and knock out their harvesters. That'll be pretty nice. And then and once we get these guys cleared out by, you know, an airstrike, we could come in with our orcas and knock out their con yard, keep them from rebuilding if they're going to rebuild anything else, and you know, just slowly whittle them down like we normally do. All right, let's turn up the speed again. I'm feeling safe enough to do that right now.
Construction complete. Building.
Yeah, let's throw up one more down here. We'll build across,
Ready and waiting. Got it.
and then we'll build above. And then we peck away at them with, actually, that's the other thing I noticed, is there's no nod obelisk.
Construction.
So we can basically just peck away at them with orcas while we build up mammoth tanks. And once we have a couple mammoth tanks, we can have them roll in, and with the orcas and ion cannon, should be able to finish
Vehicle reporting. Moving
everything
out.
up.
Building. Insufficient
Moving out.
funds.
Oh, okay, ambush.
Select target. Ion cannon charging.
There we go, get out of there.
Unit
We lost one. But yeah, they still aren't
Building.
rebuilding their SAM sites, so that's good news.
Construction complete.
Oh, they're gonna...
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Time to see if our orcas can do air-to-air combat, and it looks like they can.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
There we go. Yeah, they wanted a little revenge there, I think.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
we got Knot Armor moving up. Yeah.
Moving out.
Construction complete.
Yes,
Repairing.
What?
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Why is... I find it interesting I can set a primary
Primary building selected.
building. Okay, now I can throw them in there.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Repairing.
Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir.
All
Moving
right,
out.
there we go. Yeah, as long as we can keep the resources flowing, I think we'll be in a good spot. All right. Back to warp speed.
Repairing.
There we go.
Building. Repairing.
Waiting order. Yes,
All
sir.
right, E is
Moving
fully
out.
repaired.
Funds. Repairing. Repairing.
All right, everyone's repaired there.
Construction complete.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Moving out.
The
Building.
OCD will be sated.
Repairing. Repairing.
Yep, that's why I built those Southern Guard towers. Yep. Yeah, we're definitely going to be in a good spot. We'll have density of orcas, which, oh, that's going to be really great if we can get our airstrike in soon.
Insufficient funds. Repairing. 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 Repairing.
All right,
Repairing.
Yes, sir.
Construction
Moving
complete.
out.
there we go. I'm just going to build another orca on the assumption I'm going to lose this one.
Moving out.
All right, waiting for that ion cannon to recharge. May as well.
Building.
There we go.
Ion cannon ready.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative.
Let's kind of...
Affirmative.
Select.
Moving out.
Ion
Affirmative.
cannon.
We didn't lose
charging.
them.
Moving out.
On
So we can
hold.
save that orca money.
Airstrike ready.
And we have an airstrike.
Cancelled.
Wow. Okay, we have multiple A-10s, fortunately. There we go. That's what I like to see. And now we can hit their harvesters outside the base, because now I think they're less threatening now, especially since I'll be building,
Building.
mammoth tanks. So we should be able to handle whatever they send at us. All right, he's coming back, but he's coming out, so that'll be our chance there.
Insufficient funds.
And I think for our next airstrike, what we might just end up doing is finding out where they have that mass of tanks and knocking them out.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Moving out. Roger.
There we go.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
But what the hell is with the AI for these?
Moving out. Yes, sir.
I know I complain about the AI a lot in, well, a lot of games actually, but goddamn. Oh, they aren't mobilizing. That's interesting. Normally the AI mobilizes when I attack, when I so much as look at one of their harvesters, so the fact that they're just completely stationary is really saying something there.
Construction complete.
Unit
Building.
moving out. Acknowledge.
they've still got enough Tiberium there. They can kind of
Construction complete.
dilly-dally around there.
Building.
Yep, that's what I thought. All right. Full speed. How much health? Wonder if I just use the next ion strike on the Hand of Nod. But we'll see. We shall see.
Insufficient funds. Construction complete. Building.
All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We can try. Let's see. I like how he decided he just wasn't going to join the attack. He's just going to stay home. Now he wants to join.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Come on, guys.
Yes, sir.
Construction complete. Building.
Yeah. Well, we heard him a little bit. We got a little more intel. And we didn't lose any, surprisingly. No. Yep. No, we didn't lose any. All right.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Moving out.
All right. You're the
Strike.
worst.
Moving out.
Repairing.
So I think next we'll try to clear the way for our
Repairing.
airstrike so it doesn't take such horrendous
Repairing.
losses. And then we can
Repairing.
combine that with the ion cannon and knock out the
Construction
barracks,
complete.
because that's what's taking most of the
Repairing.
most
Building.
of, or what's building the most anti-air units.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Actually, I'm going to take this opportunity to hit their harvester, because they should be okay for that, unless they have
Insufficient funds.
some units out here that I don't know about. And since they aren't rebuilding their harvesters, that should mean they won't have the supply. They'll only have their scripted unit income, and they won't have enough for extra units. Excuse me. Which will
Ion
make
cannon
things
ready.
easier in the long run.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
All right. Stuck him there. Let's pause
On hold.
Mammoth Tank construction and guard
On
tower
hold.
construction, because I want to focus entirely on repairing the Orcas right now for our next attack.
Repairing.
There we go.
Unit reporting. Moving out. Unit acknowledged.
Repair you.
Repairing.
Moving out. Yes, sir.
Repair you.
Repairing.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
And we'll repair you.
Repairing.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
All right.
Acknowledged.
Just built something. Who knows what it was? Oh. Just gotta put that setting back. It was like that probably.
Yes, sir.
I might have rebuilt a yeah, because there's.
Affirmative.
All right,
Building.
you guys can resume.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Select target.
Affirmative.
Unit.
That did not do
Ion
as
cannon
much
charging.
as
On hold.
I thought it would.
Building.
I thought the ion
Insufficient
cannon would actually be
funds.
enough to knock out the barracks, because normally the barracks is like one of the weakest buildings you get.
Unit reporting. Moving out. Yes, sir.
Oh, hello.
Acknowledge.
Just
Moving
decided
out.
to sit it out, huh?
Moving out.
Which actually means
On
I don't need
hold.
you.
Reporting.
Cancelled. Repairing.
Awaiting order.
Construction complete. Building.
All right. Additional guard tower there.
Building.
I guess we're gonna put up a wall there, so they can't just fly,
Construction
you know,
complete.
run in like that.
Building.
Which that's where the concrete wall is kind of nice.
Construction complete. Building.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Waiting order.
Because he definitely could have destroyed my orca there if he had tried a little harder.
Repairing.
Might build another
Repairing.
guard tower there too.
Construction complete.
Let's see. We're probably fine. I mean, if the engineer hits
Building.
this wall, they gotta go left or right
Repairing.
into another guard tower, so it'll be fine.
Repairing. Construction complete. Repairing.
All right, boop, 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 boop,
Repairing.
boop. Everything else looks good. Waiting on funds again. Waiting on
moving
funds
out.
again. All right. Yeah, by the time I'm ready again, we'll have our super weapons ready again almost.
Repairing.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
I think we can send these guys after the
Construction
harvester on the
complete.
ground.
Yes,
Building.
sir. Affirmative. Moving out. Acknowledged.
We can at least drain them of
Yes, sir.
the
Yes,
funds
sir.
they're using for that.
Repairing. Insufficient funds.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Repairing.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Uh-oh, they got a commando coming in.
Yes, sir.
Why is he...
Affirmative. Moving out. Unit reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
That was a strange choice to send commandos after
Yes, sir.
mammoth tanks.
Affirmative.
Okay, that's a more interesting choice.
Affirmative.
All right.
Waiting order. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Construction complete.
Unit moving
Repairing.
out.
All right.
Building. Airstrike ready.
There we go.
Our base is under attack.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna have much luck here.
Yes, sir.
Construction complete.
Unit. Yes, sir. Unit.
All right, you guys can go back up. Their infantry assaults mean nothing to me.
Unit. Affirmative.
We'll see if we can bait out the... Am I missing one? No. I think they're all there.
Moving out. Acknowledge.
There you are.
Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
All right.
Select target.
There we go. Now we're actually making some progress.
I've got a present for you.
Can I? Yeah, I still can't build. I don't think I actually need this extra guard tower.
Cancel.
I'll put an advanced guard tower down
Building.
here just to kind of buff out
Ion
the
cannon ready.
defenses there, but
Ion cannon charging.
there we go.
Waiting order. Affirmative.
Repairing.
Here you.
Repairing.
Acknowledge. Yes, sir.
And then we'll...
Base is under attack.
Okay, just the bike.
Unit report.
Yeah, now they're starting to react.
Construction complete.
Yes, moving out.
Alright, we'll move these forward. Once we knock out this airstrip, we'll probably focus on knocking out...
Yes, moving out.
This is an interesting choice he's making. Alright, there goes the airstrip. They got another refinery there. There, that should pretty much finish covering the gap. Those missiles are effective enough against infantry that I don't have to worry about doing much more than that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir.
All right, send those off, get you repaired. Repair you.
Repairing.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll see what's
Awaiting order.
left. At this point, though, I think these guys can handle a single... well, why have them take damage they don't need to, right?
Building.
Got enough money, I could have another mammoth tank out here on the field.
Awaiting order. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Out.
so we'll give you that one.
Yes, sir. Unit reporting.
All right, so you three take you.
Unit.
You guys go after him.
Yes, sir.
Let's see, you guys go after that.
Yes, sir.
And then you guys can go after that one.
Vehicle reporting.
That harvester just milked out of there.
Yes, sir.
Actually, you guys go after that light tank.
Yes, sir.
You have stuff left, so
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
oh, there's some sort of missile artillery, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Kind of in effect. It looks like they use like napalm missiles or something.
Construction complete. Building.
Yes, sir.
So not
Yes,
a huge threat apparently.
Our base is under attack. Repairing.
yes.
Especially since they take forever to reload apparently.
Ready. Building.
Affirmative. Vehicle reporting.
Construction complete.
Yes. Moving out. Moving out. Ready.
All right. Now we can start doing our own engineer rush here.
Yes, sir.
Where are these guys coming from?
Building.
Do they have like a separate airbase somewhere that I'm just not privy to?
Moving out. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Moving out.
I was going to say that should be a squisharoo there.
Building.
Moving out.
We'll sick the orcas
Yes, sir.
on their harvester.
Waiting order. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Unit reporting. Affirmative.
All right, just roll over them.
Airstrike ready.
Come on.
Affirmative. No.
There we go.
Select.
Well,
target.
let's see what's back there.
Yes, sir.
Oh, they do have a con yard. That's interesting that it wasn't actually doing anything.
Yes, sir.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes, sir.
All right. I know which ones we're gonna capture.
Acknowledge. Moving out. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Reporting.
Building.
Moving out.
And now that we should be able to bring the mission to a close.
Unit
Yes,
ready.
Roger. Unit ready. Affirmative. Affirmative. Moving out.
All right.
Moving out. Yes, sir. Moving
There we
out.
go. Off you go.
Moving out. Unit reporting. Yes, sir.
I do kind of want to see what's there, so let's send the tank out. You can do that while we're capturing everything.
Acknowledge.
All right, and then there shouldn't be any more opposition, I think. So
Acknowledge.
this actually, surprisingly, was one of the easier missions. Like, it's annoying that they build in your base at the beginning, if you remember that, but like that was pretty. They give you the funds to block that off pretty quickly.
Unit reporting.
And it seems like the priority queue for rebuilding stuff prioritizes your base over theirs, which must be why their con yard isn't
Reporting. Moving out. Yes.
wasn't
Roger. Reporting. Affirmative.
rebuilding anything.
Waiting. Rogers.
So
Nod building captured.
there we go. Look at those funds
Nod
tick up.
building captured. New
Aha, the SAM sites are
mission
mine now.
Accomplished.
All right, so that ended up going pretty well. So I'm kind of curious what we got there. So we took 18 losses for 214 of theirs. We lost like what? I think we lost one building. I want to say we lost one guard tower, and then I sold off the refinery, and they lost their whole base. Honestly, this bar should just be full, but no, that went really well. Yeah, 18 to 214. And we can see what our unlock is here. Joe Kukin's showcasing his theater prop skills. Holy shit, he's bouncing that on his nose. Man must have a very flat nose to be able to do that. But yeah, so hopefully we have a few more missions like that that aren't quite as painful as the past few that we've done, but we'll see. I'm not counting on it. This is the old age of expansion packs where it was like, you beat the game? It wasn't hard enough for you? Well, here, have some more, and it's harder, so. But in any case, thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for next time, and stay safe out there, and we'll see you then.